have the hourly price chart for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. So as we can see here, the stock actually fared fairly well today when we compare this latest price movement to what largely occurred in the broader market today. For the most part, that we were seeing some initial spikes in some of the main technology stocks, Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia. But those gains were very short-lived. Those stocks were not able to hold on to gains for very long, and we quickly saw some fairly substantial reversals lower in those stocks. The same thing, has not really happened here with NIO. As we can see here, we're starting to once again sort of pressure the highs here, and this is a bit surprising because there were many names in the stock market throughout the stock market, and we're even talking about the Mag 7 stocks at this point, which did not fare very well today. And did experience losses. There are some key event risks that do need to be discussed, and we will get to that. But first, we will sort of look at some of these important price levels to watch here, so that we have a sort of a trading outlook here for the remainder of the week. So as we can see here, if we sort of move in a bit, we can actually drill down to the 15-minute price chart. Okay, so just quickly here, we can see that initially the spike higher was quite forceful, enough so that we were able to break these prior highs, which came in at the 440 level. This is a price zone that we've been watching for a few trading sessions now, and the overall price movement here was higher, even though we did see prior breaks of support to the downside. This is somewhat surprising because generally, you would expect to see follow through. But largely, what my thesis with this stock has been, my thesis has largely been, this idea that there really isn't much room here to extend to the downside. So even if we were to see some breaks of support here, there really isn't much room lower to extend. I mean, the next level of support comes in at roughly 360. So the potential for downside follow through just really isn't realistic. It's just there isn't much there to follow through on. So we have seen some downside price movements here, but for the most part, these have been followed by recoveries. And the closing period today was actually positive, even though there were several major examples of stocks and sectors that did close lower on the day. So as I said, we did break through this this prior resistance level at 440. And ultimately, these highs that we posted today came in at 447. So it isn't a significant break to the top side, but this does sort of change the structure here because it's no longer just a double top or a price failure at prior resistance levels. Instead, we're starting to see the stock continue to sort of grind higher, and the lack of follow through to the downside does sort of confirm this broader outlook that we have here, which does suggest that we are forming a base. Overall, we still need to see a break of this downtrend price pattern here. We're calling this a descending triangle currently, and we do need to see a downside break here. But overall, the structure largely, is coming under pressure from the bottom rather than from the top and moving lower. So this latest price move here. We did see a brief spike above this 200 period exponential moving average. This is not the hourly chart. So it's the 15-minute period here. But the 200 period exponential moving average, this has seen a break here to the top side. And this is significant because it just shows that we're kind of slowly pushing through these upper levels here. The indicator reading on this lower time frame is also positive. We can point to that here. So we can see an upward slope here. The relative strength index itself is trading above its exponential moving average, and we're not trading near overbought territory. So overall, this does suggest that prices can continue to move higher, even though we're still trading underneath this broader downtrend line. Currently, this is really the level that I want to see break. I would like to see this price pattern go once and for all, just be done finally. We have been watching this for quite a while now. And as we can see here, there is some room that needs to, we do need to extend here a bit further in order to finally break in order to finally break through this price pattern. We're not quite there yet, but if we do break through these exponential moving averages, this does suggest that the momentum is focused on the top side, and these resistance levels are slowly breaking away rather than seeing breakouts in trending moves that are happening lower to the downside. So currently, these are the levels to watch. I would be watching this 447 level first. A clear break here does mean that we are above all of the exponential moving averages, and then at that point, the only thing that's left to the top side as far as resistance is concerned is this downtrend line from the descending triangle that we've been watching. Overall, the underlying momentum indicator does suggest that moves to the top side remain very possible. So as we can see here, there is a favorable price movement given the fact that the broader market was trading under a large amount of selling pressure today. Overall, that is something that we do need to mention here. There are several important earnings reports that are going to be released this week. Microsoft, Apple, Meta Platforms, and Amazon are all reporting earnings. So this is the type of confluence of events here that really could send share prices broadly. We're talking the entire market here. That could send share prices broadly into a dominant trend, either positive or negative. That this is going to be something to watch here because if we've got 4 of the 7 Mag 7 stocks reporting earnings, there is scope here that we could see a breakout in one direction or another. There is event risk here. This could put pressure on the stock if we start to see some negative earnings misses and things like that. This could put the broader stock market on a negative trajectory, and this could put some pressure on this stock. However, still, I do expect these declines to be somewhat limited because we have seen instances of decline here, and they have been relatively limited. Even when we're seeing downside breaks of support levels, these breaks do not have very much follow through. The breaks lower, they might be technical breaks here, just like we saw here with this 426 level. But we only saw a price movement that was minimal in size following this, and then we did see this price movement higher, even during a period of time where stock markets more broadly were trading under pressure. So here are the price levels to watch, and here are the key events to be watching for this week. This is the current market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.